Hey guys, welcome back to Madera Farms. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and you are ready to jump into the new year like we are. We are getting ready to take our pigs to the butcher this week. So this is kind of the last week that we're going to have really serious barn chores. After that, it's just the turkey and our pet pig and the chickens. But it has been such a tough winter. We are getting slammed with snow. And I don't know about you, but our chickens are just struggling to lay. And then if they do, the eggs tend to freeze. I think I told you guys last year that part of our barn fell down because of the snow. And Andrew has slowly been working on getting it back up and going. He is almost done. As you can see, he's gotten this back part rebuilt and paneling is going up. So hopefully this project will be done soon. We just have to put like the outside siding on and some sliding doors on the back, but it has been a tough winter here. Although winter seems to slow down a little bit as far as the bakery goes, there's still plenty to do here on the farm. Like I said, our pigs are getting ready to go, so we've been busy doing that. We are prepping for next year's garden. We're going to be doing a ton more strawberries, so we're trying to map all that out. We're also thinking about doing something a little bit different next year. I'll keep you guys posted if that pans out, so we'll see. But as far as the sourdough goes, we are still rocking and rolling. January through the end of February seems to be really slow, which is perfectly fine. It gives me time to kind of work on other projects that I've put on the back burner. And I have been redecorating my entire house, which feels so good. Just decluttering and getting ready to take on this new year with fresh decor and a clean house. It always feels so good. Let me know in the comments if you guys are redecorating as well. So as I start my morning here, there's a few things that I always get done. Again, I fill the wood stove, as you guys saw, go out to the barn, make sure everyone's fed and has water. If the water is frozen, I take care of that. I do bring in any eggs that I find. I do put them in cold water because they can freeze quickly, and also bringing them in and putting them right into the warm temperatures sometimes makes them crack. I don't know why, but putting them into cold water seems to work. After that, I prep Andrew's breakfast, get him a breakfast burrito and his coffee ready so that he can just grab it and go to work. After that, I get to start waking up the kids, which is one of my favorite things to do. They're always so excited for the morning. I am headed to a doctor's appointment today. I'll talk more about that later, but all I do in the morning as far as my morning routine is really just get some tallow on and put on a little bit of makeup. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. I got ready and Theo's up. We are actually headed down to my in-laws' house. I am dropping Theo off. I have a exciting doctor's appointment. I don't know if that's a thing, but I am meeting with a naturopathic doctor today. I don't have a family doctor. I've been really disappointed in like the healthcare system. And there's a whole story behind this. I am having surgery in February. I have to have a hysterectomy because I have a bunch of things going on. And that is just what they're saying is the best course of action for what's happening, which I agree with. But it makes me very nervous with like my hormones, and I already have a ton of brain fog. So I am going to meet with this doctor today to get on supplements, see what's going on with the brain fog. Also have a few other things that are just making me a little nervous, and I'm hoping this will just be my doctor going forward instead of having like a normal family doctor, just because every doctor I've ever been to just wants to put me on medication, and I'm not doing that. So I'm excited for this. I'll let you guys know how it goes. As I'm sitting here like thinking about the next year and like my plans and all that stuff, it's just going to be a very hard start to the year. There is family stuff going on, and my dad is not doing well. So we are just trying to figure all that out. And then with me going into surgery, I'm not going to be able to work on the bakery. That does not mean I'm not gonna be able to work. You guys know I really am passionate about sourdough. So I am excited. I'm gonna be working on a cookbook during that time. I already have pretty much the outline figured out. So I'm gonna be working on that. And the fun thing about this cookbook is it's not going to be your normal, just here's a recipe cookbook. I'm also going to have the option to scale it in there, which means no matter what recipe comes across in this cookbook, you're going to be able to turn that recipe into a recipe for your bakery if you would want to do that. So I know a lot of bakers don't give out their recipes, and honestly, if you look back at my videos, I used to be that way. But I feel like going into this year, with things being kind of up in the air as far as when I'm going to be back in the bakery, I just figured this is a way for me to kind of help those who are wanting to dip their toe into having a micro bakery but aren't quite sure. So I already have a guide out there, which I will put in the description, on how to start a micro bakery. In this guide, it literally walks you through everything I've done to get started, from licensing to marketing and all the things. So there's definitely a ton of information in that guide. So if you haven't already grabbed that and you're hoping to start a micro bakery, I would definitely check that out. But I'm excited. I'm also going to be doing an online sourdough class. This is going to be geared more towards the beginner baker, which will then lead into scaling to a micro bakery. So a lot of fun things coming as far as content goes, just because I'm going to be limited as far as actually working in the bakery for the beginning of this year. So that was really cool. If you've never met with a naturopathic doctor, it's really interesting how they test your body and truly try and get to the core of what's going on. So a lot of mine, what they found was that my cortisol levels are depleted, so basically nothing, which makes sense now, because every morning when I wake up, I feel like most people wake up and they're like, I feel good, like ready to take on the day. Like, that is never me. I wake up and I'm so tired, so exhausted. I feel like I'm never rested. So I'm actually really excited to start this like holistic health journey. Most of you know that I've done fairly well with my health. I run, I try and eat as healthy as possible, but I think there's just something missing here. So after spending a ridiculous amount of money on supplements there, I'm hoping that I can kickstart this and get things back in order. One thing or two things that she recommended was, one, that I cut out gluten. She did say sourdough should be fine, because you guys know I'm not going to stop with the sourdough. But she said until we heal my adrenals, I will need to be very cautious on the type of gluten that I am consuming, just because my body's trying to give me energy, and eating gluten is obviously not helping that process. So we're gonna hold back on that. Also, I need to eat 100 grams of protein a day, which I have not been doing at all. So we're gonna head to the store, grab some protein powder, and hopefully I'm gonna check out some home decor stuff too. So let's go check that out together. Okay, so the house is a mess, but I got that today for $7 at Ross. This just came in from Amazon, this new rug, and I got this table runner, and then these pictures just came in. We had our family pictures done, so we have that one, and then
this one, which I'm either gonna hang here on this wall, or I've been working on this wall that needs trimmed and repainted, but this wall. So I was either gonna put a picture here and up here or over on the wall right there. So a lot of things happening. I've also been working on the bathroom. It's a mess, but I just got these little rugs in that are actually really soft. I wish they were bigger. And then some decor up here, some stuff over here. So just working on getting stuff done. Next is going to be our bedroom, which is a disaster, but I need to do something here as well. I'm excited because I've never really decorated. Usually I just get stuff at like garage sales or you know, like thrift stores and stuff, and I still love to do that. Like I have, like this is thrifted, the box is thrifted, so I'm mixing pieces in that are thrifted and like handcrafted plants, all the things. But I just think it's starting to come together and I'm really excited about it.
Now for the real reason why most of you are here. We are finally down in the bakery scoring some bread and we're going to pop it in the oven. If you are new here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, and you'll get notified anytime I post a new video. This is a very small bake. I have one wholesale customer that this is all going out for. This time of year is just super slow and it's nice. I am really enjoying just taking time with my family, being able to be present with my kids, and I've honestly been saying no to a lot of things, even like fun events with friends or dinners with friends. And I'm just really putting my family first, and it has been so life-giving. So for those who don't know, I run a microbakery out of my basement. My husband built me this bakery, and I am so grateful for him. It was a lot of work, but we have a commercial oven here in the basement, and it does not have steam injection. So I have to use a garden sprayer to steam. And I have vent covers on the back of my oven that my dad made for me so that we could actually bake sourdough into this oven. So this is definitely a DIY bakery for sure. But here I am spraying that garden sprayer. So I basically drench it for about 10-15 seconds, both decks, and then I set a timer for 7 minutes. And what I do is I do my expansion score at 7 minutes just because of my setup. I don't have control over the moisture and where it gets sprayed with the garden sprayer. It kind of just ends up going all over, and if I don't do that, the expansion scores don't work as well. I've just found that this really works well for me. So after 7 minutes, I come down and do my expansion score, and this is just a reminder to anyone who is starting a bakery. Do what works for you. I get so many questions about how to do this, how to do that, and honestly, it all depends on your style, what you want your bread to look like. And I mean, honestly, that goes with anything. There are really no rules. We see so many people say, like, this is how you're supposed to do this, or this is how you're supposed to do that. And honestly, I have thrown all of that out the window and have just focus on what works for me and what my customers like, and that seems to be the best thing I can do. So after I do the expansion score, I do come back to each deck and I spray it again just to make sure that I get more moisture, obviously, back into the oven after opening. And then I'm going to set my timer for 19 minutes. I know these numbers are weird, but like I said, it's trial and error, and now I have it dialed in to exactly where I need it. The great thing about having my bakery in my basement is I can shut the door, let everything bake, cool, whatever I need to do, and I get to spend time with my family. I get asked all the time, when are you going to open a bakery? And it's so hard to commit to that because right now I am in such a sweet spot. I get to play with my daughter and my son, who is obsessed with Monopoly right now. It is an intense game. But I get to come back downstairs and then go right back up. So right now I'm just taking the vent covers off the back. As you can see, the steam is coming out of the vent. These are just magnetic covers that my dad made for me. It's nothing fancy. It's just a block of wood covered in heat shield with a little knob on it so that I can take them on and off without getting burned. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 12 minutes to just let everything crisp up nice. After those 12 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and pop it out, and they look so good. A lot of people question about different hot spots in their oven. And what I've found is that you're going to have a variety of customers. Some are going to like something a little bit more, I don't know, crispy. Some are going to like them a little lighter. So I just never really focus on moving my bread around in my oven. I just think it gives it a little bit more of a variety. And that's what people like about artisan bread. It's not cookie cutter. It's not the exact same every single time. Yes, the flavor is there. They're not going to get a bad loaf, but it has some quirks and personality to it. So like I said, this is a very small bake. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the oven. We're going to let these cool for about 2 hours, maybe even a little bit more. It's pretty cold in the bakery, so things are cooling fairly quickly. My pepperoni loaves always take another 30 minutes to cool just because everything that is inside of them, obviously takes a bit longer. The one downside to having my bakery in the basement is that my family is here. So I do get interrupted from time to time with things that need to be done upstairs while I am in the bakery, which makes things a little difficult. But like I said, I am here for it. This season has been so wonderful, just really reconnecting with everything. Sometimes you get in that mindset of you gotta hustle, hustle, hustle. We're really in a hustle culture. And I just want to remind you that it doesn't have to be that way. Making more money or bigger bakes or putting out more bread doesn't necessarily equal happiness. And I think that kind of goes with everything. You have to do stuff in moderation, and you have to do what makes you happy. If you're in the bakery all day, every day, and you're dreading it, then you need to slow down, and that's perfectly fine. I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and being here every video that I post, even though they are not always every week. I'm going to do my best to get at least 2 out a month until we start market season, and then I can bump up video production. If you guys like seeing the home interior improvements, or you want to see more of in the life stuff or more bakery stuff, just leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see in the next videos, and I will be happy to do that. If you guys have any questions about any process that I have or want to see a specific video, please also leave those in the comments, because sometimes I just don't even know what to record. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.